Kashmir is one of the most heavily militarized zones in the world. From encounters to border skirmishes, the valley has seen violence almost every day in the last 3 decades. Especially in recent years, there's been a spurt in incidents of violence, infiltrations and encounters in Kashmir. According to an amateur report from 2013 to 2017, there have been 1,264 incidents of violence in which 1,064 people were killed. While a majority of those killed were terrorists, a significant number of our security personnel were also martyred. So, with a view to reduce casualties among security forces in Kashmir, the Home Ministry has deployed the National Security Guard in the valley. Known as the Black Cat Commandos, the NSG teams will accelerate the centre's plan to intensify operations against terrorists. Said to be the 10th security force to be deployed in Jammu and Kashmir, how will the National Security Guard change the security scenario in the already militarized Jammu and Kashmir? How will they boost the ongoing counter-militancy operations in the state? These are some of the questions we'll try and answer in today's In Depth. There was a 64% increase in terror incidents in Jammu and Kashmir over 3 years till 2017. According to an India-span analysis of government data, over 800 incidents of terror were reported in the state from 2015 to 2017. During this period, 247 encounters took place in which 439 militants and 200 government forces personnel, including 109 army personnel, were killed. The year 2018 has also seen more than 60 incidents of terrorist violence so far. To check the spurt in such incidents and to help reduce casualties among security forces, the elite National Security Guard is set to be deployed in the Kashmir Valley. Jammu and Kashmir has been a victim of Pakistan-sponsored terrorism for decades. Following its humiliating defeat in the 1971 war, Pakistan adopted the strategy of proxy war with India by promoting insurgency in Jammu and Kashmir and Punjab. By 1989, armed militancy had reached its peak in the Kashmir Valley. Massive demonstrations across Kashmir, resounding with slogans of Azadi, gained momentum, resulting in a collapse of the political order. Since then, insurgency in Kashmir has been going strong. From 1990 to 2017, militancy in Jammu and Kashmir claimed a total of 41,000 lives. It means an average of 4 deaths per day in the state or 1,519 casualties every year. For nearly 30 years, security forces have been fighting a challenging battle to stem the tidal wave of militancy in Kashmir. And now, beset by political turmoil and violent killings in recent days, Jammu and Kashmir is set to see new developments on the security front. The Home Ministry recently deployed its counter-terrorism force, the National Security Guard, in Jammu and Kashmir to conduct counter-terrorist operations.
This is a step in the right direction. Whatever resources which are available with the government, the best resources available, the government want to utilize. As you are aware of that, National Security Guard is a trump card available to Home Ministry. This National Security Guard has got 2 specialized units. One is 51 Special Armed Group and one is 52 Special Armed Group. One is anti-hijacking, one is counter-terrorism. The unit which is trained in counter-terrorism has been now deployed in Kashmir Valley. Basically, they have trained, equipped and best of the weapon. So they are going to be utilized basically in urban area along with the CRPF and all.
The elite National Security Guard, popularly known as Black Cats, will be deployed in counter-militancy operations in Jammu and Kashmir soon. According to the Home Ministry, NSG teams have been stationed in the Kashmir Valley, undergoing rigorous training for anti-militancy operations. They will be kept at the disposal of the Jammu and Kashmir Police, which is the nodal agency for all anti-militancy operations in the state.
NSG is a very highly trained special force, meant for counter-terrorism. And as I said, counter-terrorism is different from anti-terrorism. Counter-terrorism is a very effective against terrorists who have already entered and there is a hostage situation or they are hiding in a building. For these kind of operations, NSG is very useful.
The NSG has a specialized skill set of fighting in built-up areas. They are trained in house intervention, where it storms confined spaces to neutralize terrorists and rescue hostages. These urban interventions are backed by snipers, which ring targets with their PSG-1 sniper rifles, which have an effective range of 800 meters. The NSG Commandos use sophisticated Heckler and Koch MP5 submachine guns, sniper rifles, through-the-wall radar and C4 explosives to eliminate hold-up terrorists without causing much damage to the structure. Bureau Report, Rajya Sabha TV. To understand how this elite task force operates, it's important to understand the core values, ethos and working structure of the NSG. In this report, let's look at the composition of the NSG.
National Security Guard Commandos are also referred to as Black Cats because of their black outfit and Black Cat insignia worn on their uniform. NSG is Federal Contingency World-Class Zero-Error Force to deal with anti-terrorist activities. The NSG is a task force specially equipped and trained to deal with specific situations and is therefore to be used only in exceptional circumstances to thwart serious acts of terrorism. In August 1986, a bill for the creation of an organization comprising of highly equipped personnel was introduced in the Parliament. It received the assent of the President on September 22, 1986, with which the National Security Guards formally came into being. NSG comes under the authority of Ministry of Home Affairs and is headed by DG level officer of the Indian Police Service. There is no provision for direct recruitment in the NSG.
51 SAG and 52 SAG were formed. One was anti-hijacking and one was counter-terrorism. They were trained, they were motivated, they were well equipped, and they have been also utilized. They are the people on deputation from Indian Army, and thereafter they are trained.
The NSG was modelled on the pattern of the SAS of the UK and GSG-9 of Germany. The basic philosophy of NSG is swift and speedy strike and has been given a specific role to handle all facets of terrorism in any parts of the country. The headquarters of the NSG is in Delhi. NSG personnel are given 14 months special training at Manesar in Haryana. Apart from this, there is also a provision of 90 days basic training. Operations and training of the NSG Commandos is held under senior army officers on deputation. A Major General of Army on deputation, designated as Inspector General, is responsible for planning and conduct of operations.
He is a very highly trained special force, meant for counter-terrorism. And as I said, counter-terrorism is different from anti-terrorism. Counter-terrorism is a very effective against terrorists who have already entered, and there is a hostage situation, or they are hiding in a building. For these kind of operations, NSG is very useful, where the target is specific and where the intelligence is accurate.
NSG is a task-oriented force and has two complementary elements in the form of the Special Action Group SAG, comprising Army personnel, and the Special Ranger Groups SRG, comprising personnel drawn from Central Armed Police Forces or State Police Forces. There are two SAGs, 51 Special Action Group and 52 Special Action Group. SAG 51 is tasked with counter-terror operations, while SAG 52 is specially trained for counter-hijack operations. The smallest combat unit in the NSG's counter-terrorist operations is known as HIT, usually commanded by a NCO. A HIT has 5 members, 2 pairs or buddies, and a technical support member. 4 hits make a team and is commanded by a captain. However, depending on the situation, team size may vary between 50 to 90 NSG personnel. On the other hand, NSG has 3 Special Ranger groups, each with a strength of a battalion with approximately 900 members. Initially, SRG's mandate was to render logistical support to the SAGs during operations and guarding high-risk VIPs or VVIPs. However, since 2013, 11 SRG has been converted into a regular SAG unit for undertaking specific counter-terror operations. NSG has set 5 regional hubs under regional deployment called Special Composite Group. It consists of personnel both from Army and CAPFs for counter-terror operations within their area of responsibility. Each SCG is headed by a colonel rank officer of Indian Army on deputation as group commander. There are 5 regional hubs in Gandhinagar, Mumbai, Chennai, Hyderabad and Kolkata. In 1988, the National Bomb Data Center NBDC was established under the NSG. Its task is to collect, collate, analyze and evaluate all terrorist bombing activities reported in India and abroad. The ethos of the NSG is based on the pursuit of excellence and to lead from the front, and the elite force has proven its mettle time and again. Bureau Report, Rajya Sabha TV.
NSG commandos undergo rigorous training to perform the counter-terror operations in the country. The best of military and paramilitary forces enter the NSG, and the guards go through continuous training, even when there are no warlike situations. But what kind of training do the NSG commandos undergo? Let's find out in this report.
NSG commandos are known for their efficiency and physical fitness. It's an elite task force that has shown extraordinary courage in hours of need. They are as strong as the nuclear weapons, the ultimate backup to the country, imbibing fear in the hearts of terrorists. Becoming an NSG commando is no mean feat. To join this specific force, you should be working in any of the departments such as high-grade officers in Army, Central Paramilitary Forces, ITBP or BSF. Also, the candidate should not exceed 35 years of age. Recruitments in NSG is done by paramilitary forces and Indian Armed Forces.
As you are aware of, the special forces are the best of the best. As far as Indian Army is concerned, they are equipped, trained, motivated. The best troops officers join them. First, they are voluntary, then they are screened and selected. And their role of special forces is, as you know, is unconventional. They are the one can be sent either through air or through sea or through land, and they can operate in your own country or in adversary country.
NSG commandos have to undergo rigorous training. The 14-month training program commences with basic training, which lasts for 3 months. The basic training includes physical fitness that has 26 elements, ranging from a cross-country obstacle course to jumping from heights and across divides and scaling different kinds of terrain. The training prepares the commandos to handle sophisticated communication equipment, combat gadgets and different kinds of arms and specialized weapons such as AK-47 among others.